Hey, this is a thing I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. It was only $5 and there's all these dragons in here. Dragonland, Dragonland. It's almost time for Dragon Tales. Come along, take my hand. Let's all go to Dragonland. Anybody remember watching Dragonland, the show? If you didn't watch Dragonland, well, I don't know what to tell y'all. It was on, Channel 10. Back when Channel 10 had a couple of good shows on it. Before they started going liberal with their woke nonsense shows. Okay, the first dragon. Golly, it's dark in here. Even though I got the light. Light! Can y'all see that better? Light, there's light. And the Lord said, let there be light, and there was light. So first up is this dragon. So these dragons look like they would be kind of neat to implement in some kind of board game or whatever. Dragons. So there's two of these Chinese dragons. Chinese dragons. Are they accurate, the real Chinese dragons, though? Because, I don't know, do the Chinese dragons have, like, hands? I think they are. Pretty. Then we got these classic dragons that were probably just dinosaurs. Two of those. Really? It's supposed to be 12 pieces, but it looks like they're mostly all the same. With different color schemes. Here's another dragon. Dragons. There's another dragon. Same dragon as the last dragon, except for this is white and red. Here's another dragon. You know what? Dragons are cool, but don't fall for it, because here's another Chinese looking dragon. Don't fall for it, because, the Bible calls Satan a dragon. The dragon. So, yeah. And dragons were probably just... Here's another one, that Chinese dragon thing. Dragons... the Bible mentions dragons, but... Dropped one. I drop it! And, stuff. And it's probably just mentioning dinosaurs. So, don't know why they started putting wings on the dragons. But as you can see, these don't have wings. So these Chinese, Japanese, whatever dragons are probably kind of how they describe, Satan. Because Satan, it says Satan had the snake, the serpent, had legs and whatnot, right? And then it got cursed and the legs got kicked off. So it now doesn't have legs. So it had to crawl on the ground. Well, even with these arms here, they would have to crawl on the ground. And then other dragons, some of them may or may not have flown. Like, say, these. These may have been flying pterosaurs. People may have substituted dragons in the Bible for pterosaurs. We call them pterosaurs now. Like the pterodactyl and whatnot, right? So we may have got a mixture of our dragons confused, where there was winged dragons and non-winged dragons, dinosaurs, and large serpent creatures that were in both the oceans and the sky and, of course, the land. So if you look at these dragons right here, for example, and you were to take their wings off, these kind of dragons right here would kind of look like Brachiosaurus or long necks, right? So maybe that's where we got some of our, dragon lore from. And if you look at these dragons with the horns, see the horns on these horns? Well, and you take the wings off, these look like maybe raptors. But then they have horns, so maybe we got the horned dinosaurs and the non-horned dinosaurs mixed up, and because they only had one word for them, and they just called them all monsters, or giant lizards, or giant serpents, or dragons. See, because these have horns too. And maybe that's also where we get that the devil has horns, because the devil used to be a dragon, a serpent, and some of the dragons have horns. Which a lot of the dragons do have horns. Like there's the Triceratops. There's those type of Triceratops, which has a horn in the nose, and then two horns. Well, I think the Triceratops and all the other animals that are just like the Triceratops, personally, I think they're all the same dinosaur, the same dragon. And they originally developed their first in the nose. That's the baby ones. And then they developed two at the top as they age. And then, like deer, they have like the two, like an antlers like deer. So the baby one has no, and then year one has one for the nose, and then year two they develop the two horns, and then they develop every two horns and other little smaller horns each year that they age. That's my theory. It beats any other of them theories. It beats the idea that there was 50 million different kinds of horned dinosaur dragons if they were all the same horned dinosaur dragon. Anyway, remember, God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Keep on gaming. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Oh, yeah, and the fire-breathing thing. The fire-breathing thing. Why did we think that dragons breathe fire? Well, some serpent lizard creatures can shoot acid out of their mouth that burns like you were on fire. But also, again, it's equated with Satan being, which we get wrong. A lot of people think Satan is the king of hell or the leader of hell. And hell is a bunch of fire and brimstone, right? So they equate the fire-breathing dragons, lizards, because they're equating it with Satan. Which isn't necessarily the case or true, because of the idea that Satan isn't really going to be in charge of hell. The demons aren't really going to be in charge of hell. They don't really want to go to hell either. Hell is for the demons. So, yeah. Anyway, have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video.